Hi everybody. Okay, I've got a soap to cut. This is the one I made on Tuesday. It's now Thursday and I still haven't got round to doing it. So it's just been a busy old week with lots of plants going out the door. So I've had all that to do, as well as soap, as well as run a credit control job 3 days a week as well. So it's good, I'm not complaining, you know, but geez, I don't know how people do this, like how they fit in so much stuff. Oh. But I'm finding it quite difficult this year. Things have got a lot busier and there's still a recession on, but people still buy, you know, plants at this time of the year. So I've got all that to do, and I've done all that this morning. It's now 10 to 5, I think, is it? Yeah, 10 to 5. So I'll do this, then I'll have to cook the dinner and then pack some orders for soap because I've done all the plants ones. So I'm just going to cut this White Witch up. This is another batch. I've run out again, and I didn't get on top of it because again I ran out of geranium oil, and it's gone. The price has gone up so much since even the last time I bought it. So this one has got rose geranium, which was slightly less expensive, but actually the smell is really nice. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It smells really good. It's kind of like a stronger scent, and obviously got a hint of rose in there. Not too rosy, but it's got a nice sort of added depth, I think, than the bourbon geranium I normally use. But there you go. We shall see what people think, but there's not much difference in the scent. The patchouli is still very strong and predominant in this. So I've not shown you how I cut this before, since I've started putting like the dollops on the top. So it will be interesting to see if I can get a straight line. So I'm just going to stand it up and then I'll move you so you can see. Okay. Try and move it back a bit. Okay, that'll have to do. So cut the logs. Should be alright, but it's actually not too hard. I thought it'd be too hard after a couple of days curing out, but this is alright. This is cocoa butter in it as well, which makes it even harder, but it's, you know, I just haven't had time to cut it. There are not enough hours in the day to do everything, so we'll see how we get on this year. I've got lots to do. Lots and lots and lots to do, which is all good. So I've got this one to cut, and then the temple ball, which I'll show you because I've changed that up a little bit. This one, you know, maybe a little bit boring to watch, but it's the same old. You know, it's how it is with me. I don't do that many new soaps because my range is my range, and then every season, so say for spring, summer, autumn, winter, and then some like different times like Halloween, Easter, those kind of times, you know, try and bring out something new and something a bit more interesting, but you know, generally it's the same fragrance catalogue, the same soap is what I make. So, and that'll go on for a good few weeks of each season. So this one, bring it down, is White Witch, but this is always available because it's the best seller. So you can see a few. It's just very simple white soap with a black line. Very nice and elegant, I think. So we'll see what we get. Now, I've been getting about 28 bars out of a batch of these, which isn't too bad. So it's just very simplistic, nice looking soap. And this is really good on the skin. If you suffer from psoriasis or anything like that, then this is a soap that may help you. Also eczema. I get eczema patches all up the sides of my arms, like the top of my arms. I get eczema, and this soap really helps me to combat it in a way, but never gets fully rid of it because I don't think there really is a cure for eczema, to be quite frank. But it's nice on the top, look. So yeah, but yeah, very nice soap. Patchouli is very good for the skin, and mixed with cocoa butter and then all the good oils that go into these handmade soaps, you can't really go wrong. But this soap was the very first one I ever made, this blend. And I'd always loved geranium and patchouli together. I used to buy this shower gel from Boots that used to be, I think it was ylang ylang and geranium, and then they brought out a patchouli with ylang ylang, but in my head it was always patchouli and geranium, so I mixed these two together with the first batch of soap I ever made, which I made with lard, because I got it in the fridge and I thought, well, I was reading my book, you know, and thought, I'll give that a go because it's here. And when you're starting out, you can just practice with whatever you like, really. Or you can use whatever you like. I know Nancy today still uses animal fat, so, you know, if that's your thing, that's your thing. If it's not, then it's not. But, you know, it's personal preference. But I prefer an all-vegetable soap. But I will say, actually, the first soap I did ever make with lard was so good for the skin. Really good. But it was basically the scent blend that everybody likes so much. And I put a lot of oils in. I try and take it to the maximum that you can, so that you get a really good burst of fragrance in each soap. Not overpowering, and they never are overpowering. It's always subtle. But this one is quite strong. But it's very nice. But again, this will be ready in a few weeks' time, and I do like this one to cure out a little bit because it gets really nice and hard, so it's more long lasting. So yeah, we'll leave it to cure for about 3 to 4 weeks. Generally about 3, and they're fine. I start using mine around 2, but you know, it's just personal preference. More the top, so that's in the middle on this one, like where I've dropped those globules on the top of the soap. One would be at the edge, which is that other piece, and then this one is all in the middle. Look, so nice. It's a very nice soap. But I suppose I don't know how many batches I've made. I think I just can't, well, I can't remember. It will say upstairs how many batches of this I've done, because each time you make a batch you have to have it on file, so you know, because every single batch will be different, and different batch numbers on different oils. And in the UK they're so bloody strict with the rulings that you have to be careful. You just always have to keep your records on file, and I think you do in the States too, but in Britain it's just so, they're very fussy. And we can't use certain fragrance oils, we can't use, you know, anything that's created in the US, because you have to have everything assessed. And in the US you don't. So if a fragrance oil contains an allergen, then in the UK you have to list that allergen if it's at a certain level, like within your whole blend you have to list it. Whereas in the US you don't, you can just put fragrance oil on your listing. But here we have to put either parfum or, you know, and also any allergens that may be present in it. So we're not allowed to use the US fragrance oils, but I mean a lot of us do use them, but you're just not supposed to sell anything with them in, so we don't. But most of mine are essential oils anyway, so by the by, you know, it's not really an issue for me. And if I do use fragrance oils, then I always buy from reputable suppliers who are in Britain, and they're created in Britain. So I tried some. I bought like Brambleberry before, just for myself. When I was starting out making soap, I bought quite a few of the fragrances from Brambleberry, and Nature's Garden I think was the other one. They were very good. And also Elements Bath, I think it's them. They were good. Okay, I'm going to finish up cutting these up, and then I'll show you the temple ball, because I don't want this video to be too long because they take so long to upload. But that's the end of White Witch. I've just got to finish cutting, and that's it. I'll show you 2 blocks. So that is White Witch, and ain't she pretty? Okay, I'll see you in a while, guys. Bye.